Today, our very special guest, our friend Carl Edwards Jr. is here. He's the Executive Director of CrossNet Ministries. Carl, good morning.
Good morning.
So wonderful to have you here. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, very well.
Anybody want to give a shout out to you this morning?
Absolutely. I would love to say good morning to my beautiful wife, Mary, my two beautiful kids, Macklin and Lincoln, and to all of the CrossNet Elanco community supporters. We just want to say good morning. We're grateful for you.
Yeah, you and I were playing the Mennonite game.
We
have
were.
Quite a few friends,
yes,
including Annie, who was on the radio with us here, and also another friend that you were hanging out with yesterday.
I was hanging out with Mr. Bob McMichael yesterday.
Bob, shout out to you this morning.
What's up, Bob? Good morning. Yes, yesterday at CrossNet, we had a large community event called our Backpack Program, where we were able to give over 550 backpacks to low-resource families in the community, filled with school supplies, free haircuts, lunch, and all the opportunities.
I love that.
It was great. It was great.
So tell us about CrossNet. Beside handing out backpacks,
yes,
what do you do?
Yes, absolutely. So CrossNet Ministries is a faith-based nonprofit in the Garden Spot School District. We serve low-resource families. Our mission is we exist to offer help and hope in the name of Jesus by empowering people within the community. We do youth programs from birth through graduating seniors, food and nutrition programs. So we have a client choice pantry, weekend meal solutions, summer lunch programs. We have social services programs as well. So money management, case management, financial education, housing. And we also do I just lost the last one. That's terrible, right? Community programs, right? So we just talked about the backpack program, winter coat program, Christmas program, and a community meal in partnership with Garden Spot Village. So a variety of programs, all to, again, provide safe, trusting relationships that point people to Jesus, but also resources to help individuals live sustainably.
Do you have any great stories about how God has worked through CrossNet?
Absolutely. One of the stories that often comes to mind is, again, as we think about this idea of breaking cycles of poverty, I think about a young lady many years ago that was working alongside of a mentor, just building a safe, trusting relationship. And this mentor was able to pour into her and share with her, hey, you don't have to live the same life that your parents chose to do. You can break some of these cycles. So through that encouragement, through that relationship building, she was able to kind of leave her home, go from one job to another job, produce some sustainability in her life. And she is now engaged and going to be married soon, and just following Jesus, which is really, really exciting. And that's the goal of what we're trying to do.
Wow, so cool. If folks want to get more information about what you're doing in that community, can they visit you online?
They can visit us online, elancocross.org, or you can follow CrossNet on any social media platform.
And we're going to talk more about, you have a renovation coming up that you want to tell our listeners about. Can you give us like the 10-second version?
Absolutely. We are anticipating moving into a very large 30,000 square foot renovated space to alleviate some current pressures of CrossNet, but also be able to grow for the future. And we're really excited about that.
ElancoCross.org is the place to find out more information. We're going to talk more with Carl coming up, so we invite you to stick around. Our very special guest, our friend Carl Edwards Jr. is here. He's from CrossNet Ministries. He's the Executive Director. Carl, good morning again.
Good morning, friends. So glad to be here.
Oh, we love having you here. Good catching up with you. And we've been asking our guests if they would share their life verse with us. Do you have a life verse?
I do, absolutely. It's Psalm 100, verse 1 and 2. It simply says, to make a joyful noise to the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness and come before his presence with thanksgiving. I just love that idea of serving the Lord with gladness. As a Christ follower, the opportunity we have to be the hands and feet of Jesus and meet the needs of our neighbors and see needs to meet needs in our communities.
That's awesome. And that's what you're doing with CrossNet. And I love that you told me off the air that you guys are just the conduit.
Yes, absolutely. So we live in a community where the poverty rate is close to 50%, which is a large number, right? So we exist to offer help and hope in the name of Jesus by empowering people in the Elanco community, in the Garden Spot School District. We do that through youth programs, community, food and nutrition, and social services. But you are absolutely right. The community is special. The community is the one that are being the hands and feet of Jesus, and CrossNet is the hub, the conduit to connect folks. And we're grateful to be able to have that opportunity.
I love that. And in order to do that better, you guys are renovating. You have this great space that
we do.
It sounds like God sort of dropped into your lap. Tell us about that.
Sure did. So as you can imagine, like many churches or nonprofits, space often is an issue. So we are grateful to have been up on a journey of a capital campaign for many years, but we are rounding the corner of completing that capital campaign and that warehouse renovation. Friends, over the next few weeks, we believe we're going to be able to move into this space to be able to alleviate some of the current space pressures we've had, but also to be able to do ministry for another 37 years. And we are grateful for that. Yes.
And did you say you're going from 5,000 square feet to 30,000? Is that right?
It was about that. Yeah. So we had a youth center that was attached to this space that was about 5,000 square feet. Our office and food and nutrition center are directly across from this warehouse. So adding an additional 1,000 square feet. So office space, training facilities, a larger food and nutrition center, a larger youth center for our students to be able to just know that they are known, that they are cared for, and they are loved. And we're really excited about that.
So you're rounding the corner for the finish line. How can our listeners help you get through that finish line?
Yes, they can visit our website to learn more about this renovation that's been taking place, a little bit more of the history. And if they want to think about generosity and what that looks like, or even volunteering in our organization, we would love to have them come see us.
How many volunteers do you have throughout the year?
That's a great question. 2024, we had over 700 individuals volunteer their services at CrossNet Ministries. So all of those programs that I mentioned, we had volunteers that were a part of that.
Love that. Check out elencocross.org. There you can find out about donating towards the renovation campaign, and you could also find out about volunteering and being a part of that conduit in the community as well. Thank you, Carl, for being here today, for sharing what God's doing through your ministry.
Thank you. Humbled by the opportunity. It's always great to be with you all.